Hello and welcome to the Voice of TOD. I'm Tom, and today we're going to talk about some more juicy Mass Effect Legendary Edition news. Well, it's not so much juicy, the juice has kind of been wrung out of this one. But we're here on IGN, link in the description below if you want to check out the story yourself. And here we are with our headline. Mass Effect 1 DLC cut because of corrupted source code. Nearly everything is in Mass Effect Legendary Edition except for this DLC and the Mass Effect 3 multiplayer, but I don't want to get into that again. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is shaping up to be the definitive version of the original Mass Effect trilogy. Aside from multiplayer, the Mass Effect Legendary Edition will come with nearly every bit of content and DLC except for one piece of DLC from Mass Effect 1. Maybe permanently lost. It's on my hard drive in the 360, so don't worry too much about it. The DLC is Pinnacle Station, the add-on for the first Mass Effect that was originally released on the Xbox 360 and included a new map and 13 combat scenarios to help players hone their skills. Fortunately, in an interview with Game Informer, Legendary Edition project director Mark Walters reveals that despite the developers' best attempts, the DLC source code is corrupted beyond repair. Word of Pinnacle Station source code woes actually dates back to when the Mass Effect trilogy was released on the PS3. As in the Legendary Edition, Pinnacle Station was not included in the PS3 trilogy at the time, as the developers shared it was due to a source code corruption. That issue persists today, when Walters revealed that attempts to get the DLC into the Legendary Edition were an emotional roller coaster. Pinnacle Station was actually developed by an external studio called Demure, and BioWare contacted Demure to see if they could get the original Pinnacle Station files from the team in place of BioWare's files, and although Demure successfully found the source code, theirs too was also corrupt. Walters says that the only way to get the DLC into Mass Effect Legendary Edition is if it were completely remade from scratch, which he says is unfeasible as it would basically take us another full 6 months just to do this with most of the team we've got. I wish we could do it, honestly, just because this is meant to be everything that the team has ever created, brought together again, says Walters, and so leaving it on the cutting room floor was heartbreaking. Walters is referring strictly to single player content. Mass Effect 3's multiplayer mode also won't be in the Legendary Edition, which Walters tells IGN was ultimately about knowing where to draw the line, which is fair. Walters cites challenges like incorporating crossplay and bridging in the small number of players still playing the original multiplayer. And ultimately Walters says the team needed to focus on creating a definitive single-player experience. Mass Effect Legendary Edition is available to pre-order now on PS4, Xbox One and PC, and will be forward compatible with PS5 and Xbox One Series X, I'm guessing the S2. Though there isn't a dedicated version for next-gen consoles, which is a shame, and it would include nearly everything, even the extended cut ending. Being a real bastard about this, I would say do it, spend the 6 months and make it. Get this out first, make sure that everything works smoothly with the Legendary Edition and it is everything that you designed it to be. And then spend the next 6 months just making Pinnacle Station as a free DLC for the die-hard fans and the new fans to experience. It would keep people coming back to the game just after launch. And honestly, BioWare, you have so much ground to make up with from where you were in 2012, just before Mass Effect 3 released. Your downfall has been quite rapid with Andromeda, which I quite enjoyed. I don't think it's a bad game at all. And Anthem has caused a lot of problems for you. But that's just me being, as I say, a bastard. Honestly, I love Mass Effect so much that I am prepared to let this go. It doesn't need to be in there, it doesn't add anything. Not in terms of story development. There's, I think, one character that you meet in this. It might even just be in the flesh. I think it's an admiral that you deal with through the course of the story anyway, if I'm remembering it correctly. I don't know. I think that this is a shame. It's very strange that both sets of files were corrupted, but we'll live without it. and hopefully the 6 months that they have saved has meant that this Legendary Edition will be superb, and they can then move seamlessly into making the next Mass Effect game, which will hopefully be fully next gen. It should be, looking at the time of release and where we are with development now, and making it so much more than we've ever dreamed. That's what I want from the next Mass Effect, and I think I'm going to do a video on what I want from Mass Effect 5, as I'm calling it, because it incorporates Andromeda into the story. I am pretty sure. But yeah, I mean, this isn't game breaking. This is not a deal breaker. I still think the Legendary Edition is going to be amazing value for money, and I can't wait to get my hands on it. And tell me what you think. Do you remember Pinnacle Station, or were you one of the PlayStation players who completely missed out on this? I think the PC players may have missed out on it too. Can't really remember. Mass Effect 1 was an Xbox 360 exclusive, so there's probably most of the Mass Effect fanbase hasn't played this anyway. But let me know what you think. As I say, I don't think this is a big loss. But anyway, thank you very much for watching. See you in the next one.